Okay. I'm returning to Bill Burr, but this is not your typical Bill Burr video. This seems to me like it's an excerpt from his podcast. So it's not, a video stand up sort of, bit or anything like that. But the reason that I was curious to check this out is because he's talking about One Punch Man. Now, I have seen there's 2 seasons. There's 2 seasons that I've seen, the dubbed. And I have to say, I actually really enjoyed that anime because one thing I really liked about it is that it seemed to be self-aware. Like it was not necessarily making fun of, but just sort of touching all of the different aspects of superhero type people and things like that. It's hard for me to explain it, but I got it when I saw it. Like that was the vibe that I picked up about it, and I didn't think that I would like the show, and then I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was pretty funny. So I'm curious to find out what he thinks about it now, based on the comments in this video, which comes straight from his channel. I believe it does anyway. It seems to me like he likes it, but I'm curious to hear what he's going to say. So let's go ahead and check it out.
Like a boss.
I keep forgetting this show I started to watch. I watched the first 3 episodes and I absolutely fucking loved it. And I tweeted about it. It was a cartoon from Japan. I guess they're called anime, which I did know that. But I didn't realize it was such a divisive thing to say that you liked a show that was anime. I feel like, is anime like the emo of fucking cartoons?
Why? Why is it divisive? I didn't know it was divisive. That's a first for me. I know one thing that's divisive is like whether you prefer dub or sub. That can be pretty divisive, but I didn't know it was that you like anime. Okay.
It was anime. I feel like, is anime like the emo of fucking cartoons? Like, I tweeted that I like this show called One Punch Man.
Yeah.
All right. And the fucking responses that I got, dude, are you fucking drunk? Oh my God, you're into anime? And then other people just like, this is like the greatest day ever. I just like the show. I've watched enough of the same type of shit, and I was scrolling through and I was like, what the fuck is this show? And I looked and it had 5 stars, 4.5, 5 stars, which is why I really hope Netflix doesn't go to thumbs up, thumbs down, like I said, because it's so fucking...
I think they have.
Stubbing your toe, thumbs down. Adolf Hitler, thumbs down. I mean, the thumbs down is just, there's a big gap between Hitler and stubbing your fucking toe. Anyway, so I put this thing on, and what I loved about the show, aside from the fact that I really thought it was funny, that you actually kind of got like a sense of what young people feel like in Japan, as far as their view of going into the corporate world was very similar to the empty feeling, unless you're a fucking sociopath. Over here, I found like a very like common thread to that. And to basically give you the overall thing, the superhero in it, he doesn't want to be a superhero.
Yeah.
When I'm out fighting monsters, I never feel as if my heart's really in it anymore. I mean, I just do the hero thing as a hobby.
All right. And he fucking trained really hard because he wanted to be the strongest guy in the world. And in his training, he lost all his hair, which is hilarious. And he's really self-conscious about it.
Yeah.
But he ended up developing like this punch. And no matter what monster he runs into, he doesn't give a shit whether they kill him. He's just completely devoid of any like passion or emotion.
It's true.
Like what happens to you when you get shoved into a fucking cubicle. And he's got this one punch, and he just fucking can punch so hard that no matter how fucking badass the monster is, he gives him one. Somebody said they should have called the show the Right There, Fred. He gives him the fucking bam in the fucking in the face, as Eddie Murphy says, in the face.
Oh, I forgot that scene.
And their fucking head explodes. And the monsters that he fights, you also get more of an insight into where people's heads are at in Japan. And it was like, you know, one of the monsters he fought was some giant virus sent here by the Earth to get rid of all the humans because of what we've done to the planet. So there was an environmental thing. Then my favorite one was this guy who was Crab Man. He was half, like up top, he was all a crab, and then the bottom, he was half a guy. And he was but the bottom half, he's in his bare feet and tighty whities.
Bet you're a new businessman already hating the daily grind. I ate too much crab and turned into this crablante. You should be crapping in your pants right now. Why aren't you running?
And the guy's like, oh, I ate so much crab meat that I became a fucking crab. And to me, he represented the upper 1% corporate guys, you know, on some power lunch, just eating all the fucking sushi and just take, nothing spiritual about him. So he gave him the old Right There, Fred.
You're seeing a lot of symbolism in this.
And then he fought this fucking lady. And she had command of all the mosquitoes. And she'd sick the mosquitoes on everybody, suck all the blood out of you and all your fucking energy, and then it would make her stronger. And to me, it's like, oh, this is a gold-digging, blood-sucking whore. Right?
Oh, come on. That wasn't nearly enough blood to satisfy my needs. Now, go get some more for me.
And then once she got it to do it to all the animals and everybody there, she didn't need the mosquitoes anymore. She told all the mosquitoes to go fuck themselves. And I'm like, slash, this is also somebody who becomes successful and forgets where they come from. And they look at everybody where they used to be as like a bunch of fucking
really
peons.
thinking pretty deep
a bunch of
about
little
this.
insignificant little mosquitoes.
I no longer need my tiny little helpers. I mean... Just look at how strong I've become!
Right? It's a lot of levels to it. Or you can just get fucking high and watch this bald-headed dude fucking punch half a crab in the head and watch it explode. I enjoyed it.
Oh, it's over already. Okay. Okay, hold on. What's this? Oh, I thought it was done, and it's not. I think he's gonna... Oh.
Keep it up for me. See how we roll.
Okay, just
How
this
the
clip from
money comes in.
that movie. Okay, whatever. So I enjoyed One Punch Man, I think, on a more superficial level. So Bill Burr analyzed this thing up and down, right? He saw all this symbolism in it that I didn't really think about when I was watching it, but he's got some pretty good points here. I just liked it for the humor and how, like I said, it seems self-aware. But I didn't really analyze it to the extent that he did. So I kind of feel like whenever I return to, whenever season 3 comes around, there's supposed to be a season 3, right? I mean, I haven't heard anything about it lately, but I feel like whenever season 3 comes around, because I really doubt I'm going to be able to have time to rewatch seasons 1 and 2, but whenever it comes back, I want to pay more attention to the symbolism. Now, I'm not always the deepest thinker when it comes to stuff like that, or I'm just not always super quick to pick up on things like that when I'm watching something, like let's say One Punch Man. But I'll try to when it comes back around and see if I can notice any of these sort of double meaning type symbolic representations he's pointing out. So this was interesting. It was obviously not as entertaining as his stand-up stuff, but I was just interested to check it out because it was about something that I was already familiar with, which was One Punch Man. And I remembered that I liked it. So I was like, well, let's check out, see what Bill Burr thinks about it. And I don't know that I'm going to do this sort of thing very often, listen to excerpts of his podcast. I guess it depends on what it's about. See, I've already listened to at least one excerpt, and that was the one where he was arguing with his wife about feminism or something like that. And that was pretty funny. It was different, obviously, from this, because with this, he's just talking by himself. He wasn't interacting with anyone else. But that's crazy that his comment about that stirred up such a ruckus. And this was from a few years back. So I wasn't really all that active on Twitter at the time. I don't even think I had created my Twitter account, the one for the channel. So I wasn't even aware of Bill Burr at the time. So anyway, okay, well, this was fun, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up and check out something else. Later, guys.